that is going viral of an elderly person advising young men not to get married.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Don't get married. You're free, man. You're free in the world, so don't get married, please. Don't lose your freedom and your pride, man. You're a man. You're always wanted. I'll tell you. You're always wanted.
And this is the reality of the situation. Many men are demasculated every day in marriage. And really, a man that goes home every day and is disrespected by his wife and children is a man in prison. Modern marriage is a prison for men. They lose their freedom and have to have man caves in the corner of their houses to get away from their wives. They're constantly told that their wife's happiness dictates the future of their marriage. On top of that, we have phrases like it's cheaper to keep her. Why is a man providing protection and provisioning to a household and yet is stuck in a corner of the house in his man cave? Men deserve respect and husbands deserve to have authority over their own home. If the data has proven that men raise better children, why do we not automatically give them custody unless there is some sort of drug addiction or abuse situation? Men over the age of roughly 45, 50.
Okay, my little take on this is that in the West, marriage has been ridiculed and made something that is not even interesting for men to be in anymore because of the way they have presented into the society. They've made the women so powerful in the marriage that men don't even have a say in the marriage anymore. Yes, because in marriages in the West, men have a lot to lose because after working for years to put things together for yourself and become successful, only for a woman to get into marriage with you, divorce you, and then go with half of whatever you've earned in your lifetime. So that's why men, when they go into marriages in places like that in the West, I won't mention the name of the countries anyway, I'll just say in the West, men who go into marriages, they tend to like accept a lot of things from the women, a lot of very dehumanizing or disgraceful things from women, all because they just want to keep the marriage and avoid any form of divorce. Because if the woman should divorce them, they'll lose a lot of things in the marriage. So as a result, they accept a lot of things that are not even supposed to be accepted in the long run from women. So, but here in Africa, things like that don't happen. You can be in your marriage, if a woman misbehaves, you let her know that she has misbehaved, you put her in her place. And if a woman divorces you, she might get little or nothing from you. And the mistake some of these men make is that when going into a marriage relationship with somebody they like or love, they fail to make her sign the prenup. The prenup is a way to make them have a kind of security that even if she divorces you, she'll get little or nothing from what you have. But these men, out of maybe love or they have been blinded by love or some other things, they just go into marriage like that without making the woman sign a prenup. We've heard of different cases in which even at the altar, I've seen one in which on the altar the woman was made to sign a prenup, but she was supposed to sign a prenup before the marriage contract could commence or continue rather. But she refuses and began to cry, which means she has an ulterior motive behind that marriage. She wants the power of the marriage to be in her hands. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Have a very different view on marriage. Even the men that are happily married have likely witnessed a friend or family member go through a traumatic divorce and would not necessarily recommend young men to get married.